Okay, that's just said Nana. Important to note, the stabbing pain in my chest has gone now. Okay, just heard a creak from in the kitchen. I'm pretty sure at the same time I heard a draft, like heard heard the wind from outside. So, where's a plane?
Children want to speak.
The children feel free to speak. I think that might be a plane I can hear. I don't know. Either way, it's October. Probably is wind outside. So any creaks I'm hearing, I'm gonna put that to the wind. Also, really sorry about my nose. Um, I'm still ill with a cold. My nose is occasionally going to get blocked as I'm speaking. So apologies for any weird noises from my nose. If the children want to speak, they can speak. It's absolutely fine. If the children want to play with the toys, like if the children...
What is in your hand?
What is in my hand? Nothing. My hands are empty. My hands are empty, Spirit. There is nothing in my hand. At all. Nothing here. This is a planchette, which I'm occasionally touching. So, you know, if you want to use the energy of myself, use the energy of the plasma ball to move the planchette, you can do. Do you want me to put my hand on the planchette? To then move it? Because I'm not feeling it move at all. You want to try and move the planchette, Spirit? So any spirits here at all, any spirits in the area who want to communicate, who want to use the energy of the plasma ball, you know, you can feel free to use my own energy as well to move the planchette and, you know, deliver a message. Okay, I just said Sean, spelled S-E-A-N. Yeah, come on, Spirit, you can move I was going to say move the plasma ball there. You can move the planchette, light up the bear. There should be plenty of energy in the room for you now. You've got all the energy that the candles will be sending out. You've got the plasma ball's energy, my own energy. I've had a nap as well before the investigation to make sure I'm kind of fully awake. See, I say it was a nap. It was like 5 hours of sleep. Because it was from until like the initial intention was to go to sleep and wake up at about 12 and then start, you know, add to the journal, finish off the notes for my next blog post, which will hopefully be up by the end of tomorrow, because I'm in work the following day. Well, I say it as well. By the end of Thursday, it should be up. I was going to put out one of my coming soon posts, and then I was asleep.
Intelligent.
Intelligent? Are you saying that you're intelligent, Spirit? Yeah, so I was going to do the coming soon post, and I was like, nah, I'm too tired. Well, I went off at 12, I was like, oh, I'm way too tired for this. And just went back to sleep and woke up at about 2:30. So I've had a good long rest. And so I'd like try and wake up like half an hour before the investigation starts, because then you know, it gives me a chance to properly wake up, so I'm then not groggy for the investigation. And I'm somewhat awake, and then you can't be like, oh, it's because of you know, you're seeing things because you've only just woken up and things. I'm just like, no, I'm refreshed and recharged and shouldn't be seeing things. It's not trick of the eyes or anything like that, because I've been asleep, so I'm used to being in a dark room and all that. So, you know, by having that prolonged sleep before an investigation, it means you're ruling out a lot of the standard.
Your family.
Your family? Again, this is interesting because it said Nana, it said your family. I'm not trusting anything that is saying that. Could very well be family. Because, especially with it saying Nana, because the speculation about a particular spirit who could be here, or at least could have potential of being here, and yeah, because my dad's mom we refer to as Nutty Nana. And she died years ago when I was a baby. But
Are you hearing me?
are you hearing me? It depends on whether or not it's you speaking through the device, unless you're referring to any kind of knocking or anything like that. I'm not hearing any knocking at the moment. But if you're speaking accurately through the device, I'm hearing you through that. But yeah, so Interesting said it said Nana and said your family, because like I said, Alad's mum referred to as Nutty Nana. And I have some plates that used to be hers down in the cellar. And so you'll be able to see on the YouTube channel, I've got footage of the cellar, just, lock of camera at night, just an hour at a time during the night. And through certain parts of the footage, I mean, not only can you see like the bear light up, a cat ball falls off on things at one point, but you can hear a faint, really high-pitched kind of clinking noise. And down in the cellar, I do have a tub with these plates in that used to belong to her.
You're making a mistake.
You're making a mistake. This is also a common message, with the "Are you okays?" and "You're making a mistake," and it seems like there is something trying to warn me here. I'm going to persist. I'm going to persist throughout the 28 days.
11.
11? As you say, like on day 11, stuff's going to happen. That's going to be interesting footage, isn't it? For day 11, stuff to happen. Well, either way, I've got live stream going, I've got the camcorder going, and it is still recording.
There.
So, there. That was spelled as Their. So as in belonging to someone. But yeah, so going back to the plates, you could hear them slightly. So potentially, my dad's mum, Nutty Nana, is attached to those plates, or at least can be attached to them. But it is believed that she haunts, the house I grew up in, because you can hear like footsteps on the stairs and things. I do believe that there are potentially two entities there, a good one and a not so good one. But yeah.
Sickness took me.
Sickness took me. That's interesting because again, talking about Nutty Nana, she had schizophrenia, and I don't know if it was. I don't think it was old age. I think it was illness. Why she died. I don't know the specific ins and outs of it, but I know she was in and out of hospital and things. So that's interesting that you've got that narrative of Nana, your family, sickness took me. How many word gaps? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Interesting. So Nana, and then you've got
God.
Okay, that's also interesting because she was religious. Could just say God. So you've got Nana, and then 4 words, and then your family, and then 4 words, sickness took me. And I'd say God. This is interesting. But I don't want to believe that it is her. There's a lot of things here, and you can look at the footage. I've not said anything which has prompted this. I have not talked about her at all throughout the nights that I've been here.
Introduce yourself.
That's a good point. That's usually something you're supposed to do on a read board, isn't it? My name's Daniel. My name is Daniel. It just said introduce yourself, for if you didn't hear that on camera. But yeah, my name is Daniel, and I live here. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know, Spirit. Please tell me more about yourself. But yeah, so it's interesting that it said, Nana, your family, sickness took me, and then God. Granted, God breaks that 4-word gap thing, but... And obviously, this could just be a case of it's been out random words, and I am reading into it too much. But like I say, you've got a slight pattern. The pattern is potentially broken. We'll see in a couple of words' time whether or not that persists. But you could argue I've already got the thoughts there of she's potentially here connected to the plates, potentially haunting things. So you could say I'm already kind of projecting onto the word list from that. But that's interesting. Like I said, I don't necessarily trust it's her. Like you've got to say something really relevant, Spirit, to the spirit you're potentially claiming to be. Are really, really relevant. And the issue here as well, if it's something pretending to be her, one of the candles has gone out again, but I didn't notice. If it's something pretending to be her, it's. Oh.
Scroll.
Okay, it's just a scroll again. It is believed that spirits can read your thoughts, which I absolutely believe that. I think that they can communicate with you psychically. I believe that everyone has psychic ability, and because spirits
We
communicate.
enjoy the company.
Good, since Roland's just said we enjoy the company. I'm glad you enjoy the company, Spirit. But yeah, obviously, if spirits are to communicate with one another in the afterlife, they don't have bodies, they don't have mouths, so how are they going to communicate? They're going to communicate through psychic ability, but to them it probably won't seem like psychic ability because it's like us, we don't register how we're communicating, we just communicate. That's probably how it is for them, because they don't have bodies, so they're just communicating how they can. They just probably refer to it as talking to one another. But with us, we are using our physical forms to communicate. We are using our mouths to talk and our throats to talk. So I believe everyone has psychic ability, basically, and that we don't use it because we don't have to use it because we have our bodies to interact with the physical world. Angry. Okay, this is it. By the way, this is potentially completely broken that rule of four. Because obviously, ignoring God, if God wasn't relevant, the next relevant word to the whole narrative would have been angry. So either God has broken the pattern, or angry has broken the pattern. One of those two. That is if that was the spirit that's still there, and another candle is going out. It's like whack-a-mole with these candles. Right, I'm going to wait for that to completely burn out.